I'm Evan Warwick.
I'm Tim Fallon. I'm the owner of Fallon Associates.
And we're going to be riding in a 2019 Honda Pilot Elite today. And this is the next episode of Wilde Rides. Let's go. All right, so tell me a little bit about yourself and Fallon Associates.
Well, I grew up in Madison.
Sure.
I went to the University of Wisconsin-Platteville.
Okay.
While I was there, I joined the Army. I served as a military policeman for 5 years.
Sure.
Then I was a civilian police officer for another 10 years.
Okay.
I ended my career in law enforcement in the village of Black Earth when they, in a budget-saving move, decided to get rid of their police department.
Oh, wow.
They could not afford the 7 of us, so they contracted with the sheriff's department.
Okay.
And they took over.
Oh, wow.
So I decided that after 15 years of combined law enforcement, I would get into something else.
Mm-hmm.
I got into health insurance and life insurance, and then seeing where that was going, got my securities license, became a fiduciary, and I'm a financial planner and been doing that ever since.
Sure. We've heard the term fiduciary come up a couple times. What is a fiduciary, and why is it important for people to know what that term means?
I think it's really important because a fiduciary is someone that quite simply has to put the client's interest in front of their own.
Okay.
So if someone comes into my office as a fiduciary, I have to do what's best for them.
Sure.
When you deal with the broker world, they are not fiduciaries. It's their job to sell stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they sell you stuff. They don't have a fiduciary responsibility to their clients. So as a fiduciary, when they come into my office, I can literally tell them exactly how much I get paid, how this works, how and why. The why is really the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why I'm recommending X, Y, and Z for that particular client.
Sure.
And then they can see it all laid out for them. I think it's important that whoever you're dealing with what I call the most important money of people's lives,
Mm-hmm.
that you're dealing with somebody that really does have your best interest at heart.
Sure. So right now we're driving in a 2019 Honda Pilot Elite. So that means it's the top model of the Honda Pilot series. So I'm going to name off a couple features, and then I'm going to have you pick your favorite, okay? We have the sunroof, which is gorgeous in the summer. We also have this is brand new as of the 2019. It has this wireless charging pad.
Oh, cool.
And so if you have your phone, there's no need to actually hook it up anymore. You can just set it down and it automatically charges it. We have an entertainment center. So we have it up here, we have it on the dashboard, and we actually have a screen right behind me
nice.
that folds down, and that is a TV with a Blu-ray player right here. So especially with kids, it's a wonderful...
Oh man, young families are going to love that.
Yep. So of the features that I just mentioned, what would you say is your favorite personally?
Well, I like the dual screens.
Sure.
I really like that. I think it's very sharp.
Mm-hmm. So what have you done to give back to the community, and why do you feel it is important to give back?
In my role in some of the things that I work with, there are companies that give me bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
And if I get a bonus, I like to give those back. So as a veteran, I like to give them back to veterans.
Sure.
Or homeless community, we do that. So
Okay.
when I get that bonus, we put $40 in envelopes. We just sit there with a whole bunch of envelopes. And then we'll go, I usually take my son and my daughter with me. We go to either homeless shelters, vet places, food pantries.
Sure.
And anybody who just happens to be there. Doesn't matter who you are, what the reason is, everybody gets an envelope.
That's great.
You know, it's $40 and it's not a lot, but it's enough that, hopefully it'll help people.
Right.
And then the other thing that we do, there's a place on University Avenue called the Dryhootch.
Yes.
It's a military establishment to help veterans. We were doing this and we called the Dryhootch, said we're going to show up, and any of the vets that need help, let us know. Mm-hmm. Also, we want to throw a pizza party for the vets.
Yeah.
So Rockies gave me a dozen free pizzas.
Oh, wow.
So Rockies was great.
Sure.
We had pizza, soda. Everybody got an envelope.
Yeah.
All the vets that were there.
It must be super rewarding. Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
They're all great people.
Right.
And it's just sometimes, you have bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
And so anything you can do to help is great.
That's great. That's wonderful. Well, Tim, we want to thank you for coming on to Wilde Rides. We certainly learned a lot today, and we hope that everyone watching did too. So thank you. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Appreciate it.
And tune in next week for our next episode of Wilde Rides.